Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. Today, we are back in The Sims. We're building with one pack, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are on James Turner's website, and I will link this. We got cool kitchen stuff. We're getting a lot of kitchen stuff, because the last time we built a house with one pack, we got the country kitchen kit. So it just wants us to keep making kitchens, apparently. And this one actually ended up being hard as well. The country kitchen one was hard just because, like, that was definitely centered towards a kitchen. But this one, I think the only place I used the country or the cool kitchen stuff was in the kitchen and maybe, like, a light in the bathroom. But I think I ended up getting rid of that, so yeah. And I had to get rid of the lights on the house, so I did end up with a decoration box. I think I get rid of that in the end. This house goes through a process, like all of them do. It goes through a process. It is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. I built it on the Beach Byway lot in Newcrest. It uses only cool kitchen and base game. And we're just going to throw in some windows right here. These are some really nice, cheap windows, so I've just been using those, like, a lot lately. And this ends up being 17,971 simoleons. There is, like, a misplaced light in a wall that you could sell and give your sim a little bit of money. But overall, I really like how this house came out. And I was really surprised by the color scheme I ended up going with. This is where I kind of was looking at stuff, and this cool kitchen light coming in red, I really liked it, but it doesn't give off much light at all. The rest of the lights are just base game, but it doesn't give up, so I did end up putting on move objects and putting a saucer light in it. I don't end up keeping majority of those lights, so like I said, it's a process. This house shrinks a lot. We're just going with this base game wallpaper because the pack did not come with any wallpaper or any flooring. I actually went back after I finished building this and looked at what the kit had, or not the kit, the pack had, and I kind of noticed that it did have some stuff that I could have used elsewhere in the house, but I don't think I would have gotten such a big house. But yeah. And then there's these base game tiles. I really like these black and white ones, or black and red ones. And this is just kind of how the color scheme came about, to being like black and red and a little bit of white, I think it is. So yeah. Just going to put some tile on the walls. Like I said, this house is going to shrink a lot. And this is me realizing that I might have made it a little too big. It shrinks more than that. A lot more than that. So, and yeah, windows go, windows get moved. There's a lot that happens here. But I was really happy with how it turned out. I'm okay with the cool kitchen pack only being used in the kitchen because that's what the pack was actually made to be for. So yeah, I'm okay with it. And this is me kind of like, okay, I could just use one of these lights. And then it's like, that looks a little weird. Just a little weird. So I just kind of keep the saucer light in between. That changes as well. Yeah. Yeah, and then just kind of going back to wallpaper, majority of the house is like white, and then I have like a few accent walls here and there, so I'm just gonna go and do that right now. This like red dot one was good over there, that one was good there, and then the living room area gets another wallpaper. This one right here, this is probably my favorite of the 3 of the red wallpapers, but yeah. And then going back to the kitchen, I just really wanted to go ahead and use the counters and stuff. So I think everything except for the trash can in the kitchen is cool kitchen pack. Everything else is base game in the house. But in the kitchen specifically, I think everything, well, in the saucer light, but I think everything else is cool kitchen. And this was a really cool layout. I wish I could have kept it, but it was too much. It cost too much, and it ended up taking up too much space. Oh yeah, and then put a burglar alarm in, and I put a fire alarm in, which also goes with the fact that yeah, this is me shrinking the house a lot. But I did put in the fire alarm. That's also base game. So, and then I got rid of the cool kitchen light in the bathroom. So yeah, just gonna get rid of another window. And I don't think the windows in the bathroom stay. But yeah, like I said, this house kind of just shrinks a lot. But I enjoy what it ends up being. So we're just gonna grab the cool kitchen sink and just kind of getting this trash can in here, just trying to figure out where to put it really, and then just kind of moving this into a different type of counter. It was really, like I said, the kitchen was the main focus here just because of the fact that it was the pack that I had to use. So over here in this area, this is the living room, and I'll give you this, it is a weird layout, like the way that the rooms kind of divide everything, but I think it works really well, so I went with it. And then just kind of like laying out the furniture that I need at this point. We're gonna grab a bed. This is like the main bedroom, and just gonna get a couple of nightstands, and you can see a cool kitchen nightstand. I did not use that. Again, it was so expensive. Like, some of these packs you can really get by with using a lot of stuff from them, and some of them you just can't when you're building a starter house. So yeah, especially since I want my starter houses to be at least 2 bedrooms and all that, and this is me changing up the kitchen again. We're just going to get rid of the island counters altogether, and then just kind of move stuff around. Trying to figure out right now what kind of a layout I want. And this is the way it ended up being, just putting the stove and some of the other stuff back, grabbing the refrigerator, and then getting rid of the extra counters, moving the door, getting rid of a window. Again, it's a process when I'm doing these types of houses, and I didn't really want like a weird roof situation, so yeah, this is where the light kind of gets lost for the bathroom. It's in that wall, and I even noticed that the light is gone later on, but I can't find it anywhere. And so yeah, it ends up just being kind of crazy, because then also I had lost this light for the bedroom, and yeah. And then just kind of going to make that second bedroom just a little bit bigger. I did not envision like children or toddlers or infants here. I've got like a teenage bedroom type situation set up. Just kind of moving around lights and everything. But yeah. So now we're going to go work on the bathroom, and these windows I actually ended up getting rid of just because like I needed a spot for the shower and everything, and I did not want those windows to mess with that. I did end up going with like the cheapest appliances possible. The cheapest plumbing, whatever you can call them. Just going to grab some toilet paper, toothbrush, soap, towels. I did get a robe on the back door. I think that ends up going later on though, because like I said, I could not find the light, so I thought it was like gone, and I needed to go and buy a new one, and yeah. And then we're just going to grab like a small dining room table. It's just got 2 chairs, but I felt like it was a good spot for it, and then just kind of moving this door around and the trash can and everything, trying to make everything fit. And this house has no curtains at all. We could not afford those. I do get 2 beds into this bedroom though, so you could actually end up with 3 to 4 Sims here, which means that you would actually have like a little bit more money left over, and you could very possibly get like a small desk and a computer and stuff like that with that stuff. Just trying to figure out what to put on this dresser. Like, I have the books, so you do have a bookcase here. I just opted for a plant, and then I'm just trying to get a rug. At this point, we was like very low on funds, and I wanted a rug in this room, and then I still needed to do like some wall decor. So yeah. yeah. Just gonna grab this one and size it up. I think it works just fine. And like I said, this is where I'm kind of like, okay, I need wall decor, so I'm putting on show hidden objects and show live edit objects so I can get to debug, because it's like maybe they'll have some like cheap or free stuff that I could use for the walls, and then just kind of still just looking around to see what all was an option. I was gonna use the one base game painting, but it ended up like taking too much money from me, and that was just a no. So we're just gonna go in here, and I do grab this. It's like a calendar and some pictures and things, and then just kind of going to debug and trying to figure out some things. I do end up grabbing out a couple of bushes that I kind of wanted to use later. I just didn't want to have to scroll back through debug. I had already found them. I didn't really want to have to deal with it later on, so I just kind of threw some stuff off to the side. And again, just kind of looking for like the wall hangings, because I know that we have like the microscope prints, the observatory / telescope stuff, all of that kind of stuff, and I just really thought maybe we had something else that would work. I really would have loved to have used this graffiti thing in this bedroom, but I just could never get its place on the wall right, so I just gave up on that one. And I'm okay with it because the prints that I did end up finding were really, really cool and really fit the room. So I'm just still scrolling. It turns out that I was actually, when I first got into debug, I was actually underneath what I wanted, so I had to scroll back up to find it. But yeah, there's these. And I really like this one for this bedroom. And then I really wanted something over the TV, and then something in this other bedroom. So I just kind of grabbed like 3 of the space prints. I think they're all 3 space prints. And yeah. Yeah. So then it was kind of like, okay, well, do I have anything else for any of these other walls? And I don't at this point. So yeah, I just decided to go out front and move the mailbox, and then just start moving some of these plants into the direction that I want them, like into the place, and just kind of like trying to figure out everything. It's a very simple landscaping, which I think works well. I thought about moving this one down and just kind of having that bush there, but I just did not like it there. So just kind of moving them to be a little bit closer, but making sure they're not clipping. And then just kind of like, yeah, moving stuff around. And then honestly, we're just going to go and do some debug. Or not some debug, some terrain paint. And yeah, I had forgotten about trees. So I came back and after I did the terrain paint and did some trees. Majority of them are debug. All of them, I think, are actually debug. I did not realize that one tree in the front cost me money. So I did get rid of it. And then I'm kind of move around other trees and see which other ones I can get. Like, so it really ended up being a lot of red and yellow, which I thought was fine. It's like fall in this save in the game. I really do, though, think that it was fine that these ended up being red and yellow, just because the red definitely works with the color scheme of the house. Although this tree is huge, and I don't think anybody is going to be very happy about you having a tree that big, but you know what? It's The Sims. They don't care. So I do have like 2 yellow, 2 red, and I thought they looked pretty good. And this is kind of where I'm like, okay, wait a minute. This bathroom doesn't have a light. What is going on? And I really wanted like some sort of a seating area, and you could see the light there, but I totally did not. I wanted some sort of seating area out back, but I did not get that. There's that saucer light, and then like I said, you can always get rid of the other one. I got rid of the robe and I left the towels. I got rid of the decoration box, which I was using just at the beginning to get rid of stuff. And honestly, I just needed something little or whatever, and I ended up going with a couple of plants here, just kind of fill in space. And then over here, I got that one picture, this one right here, and that was really all. I went back out and I did terrain paint underneath the trees, but that's it. This will be available to download on my gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone!